Welcome to J.O.E.S. Come over here, Roxy. Welcome to J.O.E.S. All right, today we're going to talk about shelter kits, and then we're going to set up some configurations. All right, so the first, this is the shelter kit I put together, but I'm getting ready to switch it to this. I'll put the link to this here. This was like 26 bucks, but this shelter kit here, all together, I think less than 50 bucks. I don't like spending money, but I do want to have some decent gear. So, and I think this bag, I don't know where it came from. One of the kids is probably, it's like an old toiletry bag or something like that, but I'm sure you got bags laying around the house somewhere that you can make use, or stuff sacks are perfect. Okay, first thing we got here is this Ridgeline I put together. It's a rapid deploy Ridgeline, and then I'll show you how to put this together and roll it so it comes out easy. But basically this is anywhere between 25 and 30 feet of paracord, and I already have my Prusik snots on there, made out of bank line. These are a bit longer than I really want. Your Prusiks, you usually want them between 12 and 19 inches long, and then you just tie them together, but we'll go over that. But rapid Ridgeline. Okay, and then I got six or eight, let's see how many we got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more 6-foot paracords. All right, that helps you do some tie outs. These stakes here are pretty decent. You can get these at Walmart pretty cheap. I think less than $5 for all 6 of these. Okay, so you got 6 stakes. Okay, I keep a 55-gallon trash bag liner in here and a couple small small trash bags in here, and then a 6x8 tarp, heavy duty tarp. All right, with reinforced grommets. Okay, and ideally you'd want a 8x8, but this is a 6x6. Okay, so that's the basic of that shelter kit there. Now this one here, like I said, I bought it for, and I haven't used it yet. This is like a, I like to sleep in my hammock too. So this is a 10x10 hammock, rain fly, but it's 10x10, all right? Really sturdy material, reinforced grommets, it's double stitched, and the tie points. The reason I went with this one here, or I'm going to look at this one more, is because there's like nine tie outs, or there's 9 or 10. There's more tie outs than on a regular tarp. But it also comes with, gives you everything you need. It gives you 4 stakes, very light stakes. I would probably prefer these stakes more than these. And then a bunch of ropes, okay? And they already got the little handy dandy things on here that you can use to, instead of doing like a, what's it called, a timber hitch, to where you can slide the rope up and down. It's already got these plastic things on there. I personally probably wouldn't use the ropes. So if I was to use this kit, I would just take everything that I have in this kit and just modify it over to here, which is what we're going to do today. I'm not going to set up the 6x8 tarp here. Okay, on this, so why would I have this? Okay, multiple reasons. If it's cold, like it's cold now, you can use this as a floor liner, or you can still go find a bunch of leaves still in the fall, or some dried grass, stuff that in here, and then now you got yourself a nice bed. Same thing with the smaller trash bags. You can make pillows out of them or whatever. But then you got other things you can use it for: water catchment, gathering herbs and fruits and nuts and stuff like that. So all kinds of reason to have more bags in there than you need, because eventually you could use them for something like water, transpiration, whatever. Okay, so that's the basic kit. Now we're going to talk about this Ridgeline, rapid Ridgeline, and how to use it. Okay, and we're going to use that on these 2 tripods that I got here. It's rapid Ridgeline, and I'll bring you in when it gets closer to knots and toggles and stuff. But so this quick deploy rapid Ridgeline, we're going to pretend that this tripod here, since I'm in the backyard practicing, is our tree. Okay, so you see, as you pull this out, it's staying tug to the amount that you need. It's staying together. All right. So we're going to bring it around our tree here. I got a bow line on the end of this and both my prussiks. So what I need to do is get my prussiks out of the way so they don't get tied on the wrong side. So I slid them down. We'll go over prussiks here in a second. Everybody has their different particulars about how high they want to set their ridge line. I'm going from probably a little bit above waist to my knees. It depends on the temperature, because the more room you got to try to heat, the lower you want it. So if you want to, like wintertime, I like to keep it around knee level. But for the video, okay, we're going to have it up high, a little higher than normal. Okay, so bow line here. Okay, I could sit here, and the benefit of this is it passes through that whole, the whole bow line. Okay, and we could just take it down to the other tree. All right, or since if you want to get into a quick deploy, what you can do is bring it through here and just grab a bite and take a toggle, which is nothing more than a stick, and then just put that on itself. Okay, and then tighten that up. So now if it's time to get up and go, you just pull this out and then your bow line's done. I mean, your ridge line's off. Okay, a couple different methods, people do it different ways. Okay, so I'm going to stick with the toggle because I like that functionality. Get my prussiks down here a little bit more. Look at that. So see, I'm pushing on it, pulling on it pretty good. That ridge line ain't going nowhere. Okay. All right, bow line around the tree. Bringing our bite in, cinching it down. There we go. Okay. Still got all this piece here intact, so we can go down to the other end. Look at that, pulling pretty tight. It ain't going nowhere. And then just to release it, if you got to go, it's that simple. Okay. Okay. Now that we got our bow line in place, or this end with our toggle and our bow line, and we're going to just keep our prussiks here because it doesn't matter right now. And then we're going to go take it down to the other side of the tree here. See, look at that. Okay, when we get down here to this tree, if we're going to do a trucker's hitch, when we get down here to this tree, okay, take it around this way. Okay. And then now to get our loop here, if you're right-handed, you come around the tree this way. Take your hand, make an uncomfortable way with just 4 fingers now. Leave your thumb out. All right, and I hope you can see that. See how it looks, okay? So with that, you're gonna take your thumb and you're gonna grab this here, okay? You're gonna grab here with your thumb, come in here and grab here, and then pull this way towards your tie point. That's gonna give you your loop here, okay? Now, of course, if you sit here and pull it that way, it'll come undone, but as we're putting our pressure, it's going to go that way so it won't come undone. From here, you're going to come through, bring it around here, and I'll bring you in a little closer. And you're going to pinch it, throw it over your line. Okay, we're going to reach in here and give it a slip knot or whatever you want to, slip knot, half hitch. And if you want to secure it really good, you can do it again. Put another ½ inch in there, okay? Now, the reason we do it that way is because you pull it, now you can go to undo this part, you just pull it out. Okay, we're on this side of the tree. Okay, we're gonna come here, turn our hand upside down, just 4 fingers. Okay, come here, 4 fingers, our thumb in, pull it this way. Okay, all right, now that we have it here, come up this way with your non-dominant hand. You can pinch it, throw it through. Okay, you're gonna reach in here and give it a good snug tie. Pull, pull, back this way towards the tree. Actually, here you go. There you go. So you got 2, you can just do a half hitch. You know, doesn't have to be spectacular. Just making it so you can get it through, okay? Again, come through here, pull it on itself, pinch it, throw it over, pull it through, back towards that tree, okay? So that's our ridge line. Prussics, like I said, anywhere between 12 and 19 inches is ideal. Mine's pretty long, all right? So on a prussic, you're gonna do a double fisherman's knot, which is basically you're just gonna take and make an overhand loop on this side. Okay, I say okay a lot. Do the overhand loop on this side as well. And you'll know you got a good, if it does like, if it pulls on itself like that. So if you can get them to slide like that, you know you're doing a double fisherman's knot. Okay, so we'll bring it together. Okay, the way this works is and with a prussic, you want 2 different diameters, okay? So we're going 1, 2, and you want to try to keep them on the inside, and 3, okay? And then you just push them together, okay? And you got yourself a nice prussic hitch that slides on your ridge line. Now, let's say you can't do the double. Just another way, simpler way, is just take both ends up, bring it in on itself, make your knot like that, and do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, dress it up. Okay, you got your 6 wraps now, you should see, and it slides nice and easy on that rope. Okay, either way, don't get too wrapped around how you get it done. And then, you know, you would take this, you see I'm trying to pull it that way, it won't pull on itself. Same way. So once it's got tension on it, it ain't going nowhere. So you'd use these for the ends of your tarps. Put it through there, put your toggle, and then, see that? It ain't going nowhere. Same way. You can go this way too. Either way. Okay. So that's your prussics. So this is our rapid ridge line. Very useful if you're going to use these kind of shelters, tarp shelters and stuff like that. Okay. We'll go over, I mean, you could do the same thing down here, another bow line, the same concept. You can do a Siberian hitch, which I'll show you here in just a minute. That's better with gloves. That's if it's really cold out and you got gloves on. Just a different knot that you can use and get it done while using gloves. Now to finish up our rapid deploy ridgeline, what we're going to do here is you got to take your, I just leave the prussics on there, at least 2 of them, okay? And then you're just going to sit here and slide these down to your bow line, okay? And then keep it on the other side of your hand here, outstretched. And then what we're going to do is just a figure 8 all the way through here. Figure 8 roll. It's a lot of line. Oh, whatever you do, make sure it doesn't get tied up. See, the prussic was trying to go in there. And the reason you're doing this is, as you saw when I deployed it, it was only coming out with what I needed at that time, if you do it correctly. Okay? Get 1 or 2 more figure 8s. Okay, then what I do is I just simply pull it off. Okay? I find it easier to pull it off, and I just start wrapping. Okay, it's always tricky for me. People have different methods. This is just one works for me, and I dress it up as I go. Okay. So I'm just wrapping around, trying to keep it nice and neat. Keeping my prussics and bowline out of the way. And as I get to the end, I'll just tuck it in. Okay, put it under at least 2 to 3 wraps. Tighten it down on itself. And then that's how I store my rapid quick deploy ridgeline, whatever you want to call it, rapid ridgeline, whatever. That's how I do it. Okay. So as we begin our shelter series, we'll use this quite a bit in our tarp configurations. Right. So I'm Joe with Joe's Community. Thanks for watching.